Now, Liverpool will be waving goodbye to one of their modern greats in what will be Mo Salah's last game at Liverpool before running out of his contract and moving on in the summer. But does Arne Slot play Salah and potentially look a wee bit, maybe say, I don't know if the right word is weak, but maybe seen as that? Or does Arne Slot bench him and face the wrath and the upset of the Liverpool fans? Here he is, the manager's words on playing Salah, even after the Egyptian striker's outburst on social media earlier this week.
No, I don't think it's that important what I feel about it. What is important is that we qualify for Champions League Sunday, and I prepare Mo and all of the rest in the best possible way and the whole team to be ready for the game on Sunday, and that is what matters. I was very disappointed after our loss against Villa because a win would have given us qualification for Champions League, which we didn't, and now there's one game to go, which is a vital one for us as a club.
Liverpool manager Arne Slot there. So if it is about just getting Champions League football then today, does he play? Does he start Mo Salah?
Well, he should do because he needs him. Mo hasn't played, as we know, to his best form. But he's also, I feel he feels a bit let down, and rightly so, because if you go through an indifferent period, and Mo certainly has had that at times at Liverpool, but then they've had injuries. So we're really going to say that with Isaac injured and with Ekitike injured as well, that Mo Salah can't get in this front three. That to me is madness. I still think Mo could do a job. Okay, it comes to an end, but you'd put him in your best Liverpool 11 today without doubt. I mean, I don't get the Robertson one either. Kirkes is a left back, right? You got Rio Engamoa, who should have been in the team earlier anyway, play on the left, and you want the experience of Robertson behind him. That's all right. To me, it's a natural way of thinking. You don't know Kirkes, you might be for next year, but I would have absolutely Robertson in behind Rio Engamoa. I think he needs that experience.
Yeah.
Of having that defender who just knows the game inside out. I would play them both. It's not because of sentiment. It's because I actually think they're a better team than them two in it.
Right.
It's not because of sentiment. It's literally, they are better, Liverpool, with them two.
Does the sentiment come into it, though? Does he allow that to factor in?
I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to know what's gone on behind the scenes because Andy Robertson has been impeccable as a player that's been left out, you know, and I felt wrongly. I said it early in the season that it wasn't the time, that the time for Kirkes is not now. I said that numerous times during the season where I felt that Robertson was still the number one and he sat on his backside most of the year instead of him. So that was a bit of an issue for me. And I think when you've had experienced players that have done so well for you and then you discard them a bit, it's not like discarding or taking a young kid out of the team. You can get away with that because you're young, you're inexperienced. It's an easy substitution to make or not start. But when you're doing it to experienced players that have won a lot and you've been leaving them out, first of all, Andy Robertson's been impeccable. Mo Salah has been more outspoken.
Well, he has been this season, for sure. I mean, usually you don't get a lot of press time with Mo Salah, but he made the impromptu interview with the journalists and made his thoughts about being the scapegoat. That was that interview, wasn't it?
Well, he got left out in 3 games in a row, didn't he, around Christmas time?
That was it. And then
Liverpool still didn't get great. Have had some very indifferent performances, even when he's not played.
You agreed with his statement on social media that we worked so hard over the last few years to build this style of play, and we have to be getting that back. That is a direct dig at the manager. So does the manager today go, right, I owe this to the Liverpool fans to give Mo Salah the goodbye, the send-off, his final game at Anfield that he deserves? Or I've been undermined on social media, and no, you're not starting?
Well, you play your best 11. That's how I see it.
Even if you're speaking out against the style of the club?
Well, okay. I would always, in my mind, I think I'm going to have issues along the way as a manager. If I was doing management, I'm going to have personal, the ups and downs. I read Antonio's column in the Mail this morning about his relationship with David Moyes, and David Moyes was at his face and having a go at him, but he respected him because that would end, and then you get back to the next game and who's going to play, and he still selects you. You just see what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, with Salah, it's become outspoken. And Mo had this with Jurgen Klopp towards the end of the Klopp time at Liverpool. I'm not sure at all that Mo Salah would have stayed if Jurgen Klopp wouldn't have retired. I think your Klopp would have probably moved him on. But, I still think every time Jurgen did need him, 90% or 99% of the time he played him.
If Arne Slot's to be the manager of Liverpool next season, we know that Mo Salah's leaving. Do you think that's a bit of a weight off of Arne Slot, knowing that that's something he doesn't have to manage or deal with?
Maybe. I mean, Robertson wasn't a problem. It might have been a problem more behind the scenes than at the training ground. I doubt it, but he's a great pro. I don't want to lose Andy Robertson at a certain age. He's still in his early 30s. To me, he's like still easily could be Liverpool's left back for next season. So it's a strange one. Maybe I'm speaking a little bit back in the experienced players at the top, because at one time we had Milner, we had Henderson, who were older than these guys and were still doing a job for Liverpool. Okay, and they were kept in because of the type of pros they were. Now Salah's got to the stage. I understand it's the right time to move on, because Liverpool have literally, it's been agreed. He's going. Salah's been outspoken this year, but I don't think he's wrong in his comments. I think he's speaking as Liverpool fans of what they've witnessed and saw this season. A
lot of people have been unhappy with Mo Salah's performances this season as well. He is leaving at the end of the season. Will he start today at Anfield for his final game? Somebody who else will be waving goodbye to the club after a long time, 9 years at Anfield, is Andy Robertson. I don't know if you saw this yesterday on social media, but the club had made him a video, and it came from his kids.
How you feeling about this? I'm alright, yeah.
Hi Andy, we just wanted to let you know how proud we are of you and everything you've achieved at Liverpool. Although we're closing this chapter, I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us. You mean the world to us all, and the kids just wanted to let you know how much you mean to them as well.
To Daddy. It means so much to me going to every home match, and I can spy my best friend warming up on the pitch, playing like a lion chasing its prey. I've made so much friends due to you. You make me feel grateful for all the amazing experiences we have had. I have that funny photo of me sitting in the trophy when you won the Champions League in Madrid. A 9-year contract is crazy. I wish it was 10. I want to tell you how proud of you I am. I couldn't live without you.
You'll never walk alone.
That's a wrap. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you very much, guys.
Not even a Liverpool fan, I'm crying again. That's just so sweet. That is the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah,
I mean, what a guy. He's just such a professional, and I think going to a World Cup as well, and he's the captain, you're just like, oh, you're just the model professional. I just think that's so cute. I'm pure.
There's a reason why he's so loved at Anfield.
Yeah.
Because he's never, ever did anything that would hurt the club.
Yeah.
He's sat on his backside all of this year, right? And from the start of the season, there's a World Cup coming up, and he's not gone in. I mean, he might have had words, but he's not let it be out there. It's not out there as news that Andy Robertson, I hold my hands up. He's been an extraordinary player, an amazing character. And it's gone a little bit under the radar because of all what's happened with Mo.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit fair on Andy, but he's never, ever said anything.
Yeah.
And I applaud him for that.
And I applaud the Liverpool team, the team that worked behind the scenes and put that together. I thought that was the loveliest goodbye video we've seen in a long time. Liverpool's YouTube channel with that one.
I know we've got a little bit of brief time here, but look, in World Cup year, it means so much to represent your country and go to a World Cup. It's the pinnacle of anyone's career. And he sat back and watched somebody play in front of him when he needs games to be absolutely on top of his game.
Yeah.
But being the ultimate pro. So
yeah, and he'll be there and he'll be the ultimate pro for Scotland as usual. 9 years, 9 major trophies for Andy Robertson at Liverpool. And today he will say goodbye.